Hey guys. So, as most of you know, the ones that watch my channel, that I am Christian, but I'm also gay. Now this has nothing to do with me being gay, okay? This has to do with not being afraid of death. Um, Now when I say that, I mean no offense. I'm sure everyone has like a different perspective of what I just said. Now, what I'm saying is you shouldn't, you can mourn. Mourning is something you're supposed to do. You were supposed to feel sorry, or not necessarily sorry. You're supposed to be sad if, someone passes away that you knew or something, or you're in the family with, or friends, or whatever your relationship is. Um, but yeah, you are supposed to mourn. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying don't mourn. I'm saying that either when you die or you're faced with death, or you're faced with someone dying, you shouldn't be scared. You shouldn't be afraid of it. You shouldn't be like, I don't want to die. Or, you know, if you put your faith in God, or, you know, just don't be afraid of it. If you put your faith in God, you should be willing to die for God, for your religion, your faith, and under His hands. And you shouldn't be afraid of that because God's heaven, the heaven, you are perfect. You're cured of illness, of sin. You are completely purified when you go to heaven. There is no chaos. There's no hatred, and you have God, and you're with Him in heaven, and it's beautiful. You should not be afraid of death. Like, yeah, honestly, I can say no. I haven't lived as long as I want to. If I died tomorrow, and I haven't done everything that I wanted to, but I can say that I am Christian, that I've found God, that I'm at peace with Him, and that if someone had a gun to my head and we were in a room and they said, "Are you Christian?" and if I said yes, I knew they were going to kill me, I would say yes because one, I'm dying for God, and that is the big one. I think honestly, in my mind, that would be a huge testimony to Him, to think that I would be shot for my religion, being asked for my religion, and basically saying yes, kill me because I am. That would be a huge thing for me. But yes, I would do it just because I know how perfect it would be. And yes, it would affect people here, but I have different perspectives. I think of things in different ways than a lot of people do. Um, but I mean, that was kind of a harsh, example, but it's happened. Actually, that's happened before in several periods of history. Um, I don't need to really go into that. My gum got stuck on my cap, so that was that big thing that just happened. That was really not attractive. Yeah. So my basic point is that God loves you. You are his child. Um, you know, He's always there for you. He always loves you. Always welcome you back if you've run away, and He's there all the time. And when you say you're all alone, He's there. So if you ever need someone to talk to Him. You know, and if you're not Christian, um, is there's a okay. I was atheist. I was, did not believe in God. It made no sense. Evolution, science made sense, facts. When I look further into it, um, there's things that you just can't describe or you can't explain in Earth unless it was God, unless it's the Bible. And to this date, the Bible is the most proven historic thing we have. Events that thing says that's going to happen has happened. Yes, the end of the world hasn't come yet, which, well, that's not necessarily the end of the world. It's how a lot of people see it. But the day He comes back hasn't happened yet, but it will. He said He would, and He will. And I believe in that. I believe seriously in that. And, okay, things that shaped the planet. Yeah, the flood. Of course, you know that, Noah's Ark and stuff. If you can imagine what a stream can do to water, you know, I'm sorry, it's really late at night and I'm trying to explain myself and this is really hard for me and I'm trying to put it in a way where people aren't going to get really mad at me. Um, okay, the flood carved a lot of things. Can you imagine that much force of water? The entire planet covered in water? That much force. Moving and storming and shifting and everything. It carved so many things. And when it receded, the indentions in the land and stuff had water in it. And that's what created lakes and stuff and all that jazz and whatnot. And yeah, I mean, there's so many more things that I could tell you, like, scientific wise that deal with the Bible. But this isn't really about that. But, I'm just saying, if you're not Christian and you ever wanted to hear reasons why I went from pure atheist to Christianity again, message me because I have a lot of good reasons. Like, and it might change your mind because a lot of people don't see it that way. It's not something spoken of. Like, let me think of a couple of others. Um, I am dead today. I just took my medicine and I shouldn't even be awake right now. It makes me go to sleep. But yeah, message me if you want to know about that. But, don't be afraid of death. Because after death, it's you're purified. Everything's just like I honestly I just want to cry because I just imagine how beautiful it would be. To like I always think of like world peace and stuff and perfection and people not hating people, all this stuff, and it's all there. It's all there just waiting for us. And one day, I mean, we all die and we have heaven or hell. There's no other way. And once you're finished with your business on earth, you'll see the light. So, and I just keep thinking, like, well, several things. One of the things would be that time flies by so fast. I could be making this video and then 6 years old. The next day, it feels like it's only been a day. And I'll just look back and be like, wow, that went by so fast. Another thing is that my mom, like, this always makes me so emotional, but I just feel like it's not going to be too much longer. Same thing with my grandparents. And like, I've been talking about it lately on YouTube, and a lot of people watched it. I can't help but get emotional. I don't mean to. My eyes just water up when I think about it. But yeah, my mom's been an alcoholic her entire life, so she's not in good shape, and she's homeless, and she doesn't have anywhere to go or protect herself from weathering or whatever. But you have choices in life that you make, and she made her choice, and she's a beautiful person. She really is. But alcohol has just ruined her life so many ways. But can't really do anything about it. Why am I crying? I need to stop crying. I don't want to cry. I'm sorry I'm crying. Yeah, I love my mom. And I pray for her every day. Because I just feel like, when you get that sense that something's gonna happen, sometimes you know what's gonna happen is stop. Oh my gosh, sometimes you know what's gonna happen, sometimes you don't. This is just like, I just know it. I mean, I just get a feeling. It's a really bad feeling. Um, and when it does happen, I'm gonna be like, it hasn't even happened yet, and I'm already like this. Me and my mom, right there. So, I'm really, really nervous about that. I just got a text and I got sidetracked and forgot I was making a video. See? I'm good. I'm happy. I'm just, you know, ooh, those feelings like just makes me really nervous. But yeah, if you ever want to talk about faith or share something with me, or if you have any more, like, knowledge on this field that I'm trying to get across, it's really hard to get from one point all of it across. So please, please, please comment on this video. Um, yeah. So now my nose is running and I gotta blow my nose. But facebook.com/windy.m .in.brown. That link is on my page on my background picture. I also have Skype, which is Wendy period Brown period bitches bitches. And yes, stickcam.com/theunlovable1994. And I love you guys.